Well, I'd like you to meet someone who's a great inspiration. And actually, he's an inspiration for many reasons. He's actually a guy who grew up, in the Northeast and wanted to ski for a long time. Yeah. And that's why he lived his life near a ski hill. So he moved out to Wyoming. That's right. And actually Idaho and Wyoming. And he's working out there. And actually, he was a furniture maker. He was making furniture. But he contracted, I guess is the name, an illness that required him to drink a lot of water. And he was driving down the road one day, and the top of his water bottle fell on the floor as he was driving and got stuck behind the gas pedal. So he had his eureka moment. Why don't we have water bottles that has a magnetic, top that could stick right to the water bottle when you take it off? So he decided to invent one. He didn't know anything about the technology or anything like that, and just went on investigating. And that's what's so neat about our world today. You could take any idea and get free help to figure out how to do it. People are out there giving it for the information for free if you approach them correctly. That's it. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars to get professional expertise anymore. No. So he developed this water bottle, and actually this water bottle not only saves you money without buying all that water and saving the planet from the billions of dollars of empty water bottles we have in plastic, and he was saying things like it's really important when you see this, like a third of the a regular bottle of water, you fill out a third of oil. That's how much oil it takes to make one of those plastic bottles. So we're wasting everything. And it takes like twice as much water to make that bottle as the bottle holds. So we're wasting a lot of stuff when we're using those plastic bottles. So he wanted to solve that problem, and figured out a way to do it. And actually, besides saving money and saving the water bottle, because it has a magnetic top, you could make it float in the water, and it points due north because it's like a compass. So you'll never get lost in the woods. Plus, he got $15,000 on the internet to make this thing happen. So watch this. Well, Stephen Kiddo, you're going to save the world with your bottles, and you're going to save mankind by drinking more water and be on the cover of Earth Day this year, I think. You're going to be the poster child for Earth Day because you're insulated bottles now that you have on Kickstarter. You're raising money. Man, I mean, you sold hundreds of them already, and you just started. And they're really cool with this. I don't understand this technology with the magnet and the lid for this thing. How'd you do that?
Well, yeah, it's got that's right. It's got a magnet in the lid, and it's a stainless steel bottle. And what we did was I put a ferromagnetic band. It's a metal that attracts.
You got one there? Make the noise when those suckers click together.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
See, there's the magnet.
Wow. I mean,
and so you can drink out of it. You can fill it up real easy. Set it by the side of the sink, and it'll air dry.
Yeah, wow.
Put the lid on, it won't dry as easily.
And that's like 28 ounces, right? So this is a big gulp, huh?
Yeah, these are 20.
20.
Yeah, we have a single-walled bottle that we came out with a couple years ago.
I see. Oh, that's the 28.
28.
I see. So this is 20. Well, that's more reasonable. Some of these things, like at 7-Eleven, you get these things look like bathtubs. You got to drink out of. Yeah. So this is
64 ounces. Yeah.
Right? This is reasonable. But more importantly, I mean, it seems like the ecology aspect of this, how we're really ruining the planet with these plastic bottles, and you were giving me some data, like the amount of water it takes to make one of those bottles is twice the amount of water that it holds.
That's right. Yeah, at least that much water to make a one-use plastic bottle.
Yeah. And then you have another figure about oil, which is even more disturbing, how much oil it takes to make one of these.
And just last week, actually, San Francisco banned the one-use water bottle.
Wow.
On all of their public buildings and for festivals and things like that are public owned.
So you can't sell these plastic water bottles anymore in San Francisco.
Yeah, they won't. No, yeah, they don't do that. So they have filling stations. So and there's a city in Connecticut that's the same way, and And the one thing he was demonstrating was he was in a couple of news conferences holding up a one-use plastic water bottle, and if you fill the plastic water bottle 33% with oil, that's how much oil it takes to manufacture.
Wow.
Yeah, transport and
so we're using billions of these things a year, right?
yeah, like 36 billion, I think.
Wow.
They'd say.
And so we could solve our oil crisis if we just use your container.
There we go. It's the one thing we all have in our toolbox to help a lot of these problems.
But I mean, to me, what's nice about your bottle is that it's not just bottle. It's almost like a work of art. I mean, the shape, the design, the colors I'm in love with. I need one of every color to match all my suits. See, now I can color coordinate my water bottle.
I can laser etch a question mark on.
Oh, now you're talking. And it's reasonable. I mean, these things are, and actually, but it's a sale now. I mean, if you get them early now on Kickstarter, you're going to save money than buying them when you're in the Walmart.
Free shipping.
Yeah.
Free shipping. So yeah, there'll be 30 retail. They're 25. I think there's a few left at 25 and free shipping, and then it goes up to 30. But it's free shipping. So,
be the first in your neighborhood to get color coordinated water bottle. Yeah, but I mean, it is that magnet thing. But to me, the other thing is that you told me, and I wish I could steal it, but that the lid is a compass. So when you're out hiking with your water bottle, you'll know where true north is. How does that work? How does it be turned into a compass?
Well, yeah, like so if you were lost in the woods, you could take the lid,
right?
And you could make a little spot on the side of a stream, say, or in a little still pond, and drop this lid. It floats in the water, and it'll orient and point right to north.
Right to north. Gosh, so you should have that. So it's really a water bottle and compass. Yeah,
I call it it's the most functional water bottle on the planet.
Right. Yeah, those plastic things are not functional. They can't even tell you where you are.
They can't, exactly.
Well, that's wonderful. Now, but you were a furniture designer for this. Now, why did you get into water bottles?
Well, I've always liked design and always wanted to invent something, I guess. So that was really what I stumbled on this. I was driving down my road and my lid fell off the console. I like to drink out of this style bottle. I drink a lot of water because of a health condition. PKD is a health condition I have. My father had it as well, and
that requires you to take more water.
I drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
But anyway, the lid fell under my gas pedal.
Wow.
And I thought, and it was kind of a hazard. And I thought, wait a minute. I'm like, you can have a tether. They break eventually. But I thought, why can't I put a magnet on the lid and stick it to my metal bottle? And I did a little research, and I realized that stainless is not.
I see.
Not
You start learning about it. You're using your background in biology now and science.
Yes, and so I realized, I could add a piece of ferromagnetic metal which attracts a magnet, and we ended up embedding it. In the beginning, it was on the outside, and now it's embedded between the two layers of the vacuum.
I see.
There's two layers to this bottle. It's actually two layers of metal, and between those layers we remove the air, and that's what creates the vacuum that insulates it from hot or cold, but it's where we have the ferromagnetic band. So
but I mean, I hear even over the internet that that connection. When that connects, man, it's not like you have to rip it apart. You'll be a strong man, so you'll never lose this thing.
That's been something I've worked on for quite a few years, and finally got it to the point where I really like the connection. I could make it so strong that Grandmom couldn't get it off.
All right. Oh, really? So you calibrate this thing, huh?
But because you can get different pull forces and different thicknesses of metal, right? So now I've got this nice combination of
Not too hard,
Just
just enough. Goldilocks,
enough,
right?
so it's not going to fall off when you're walking around or using it, but you
Yeah.
can still get it off, or your kid can get it
And
off.
you could just slam it on your car and drive down the street,
Yep.
and it's still there. Right?
Well, you definitely can. I wouldn't put it on your bike or your car and
I
drive
see,
down the
right.
street, but you could stick it there and it'll hang out, even when it's got water in it, or you could
I
go to the
see.
gym and stick it to the side of gym equipment.
Wonderful. So it's called Liquid Hardware, right?
That's right.
And you're on Kickstarter, it's still fundraising, but you can go to liquidhardware.com and find out all about, you call it the Sidewinder, right?
The side one. Yes, and the outrigger is the single wall bottle. Which we
I
have
see
up.
this. Okay, but I mean, it's an elegant design, beautiful colors, and that magnet is just going to last forever, it seems. But more importantly, you got that compass. So when you got your water bottle and you're out in the woods, you know where the hell you are. You're going to use Steven's compass and get you home safe.
Never lose your lid and never lose your way.
Hey, there's a saying. Well, thank you so much, Stephen, and thank you for doing this for the rest
Thank
of
you.
us.
I appreciate this. Yes.
You bet. Take
Have a
care.
great day.
All right. Okay, so you must have an idea. Try it. I mean, see, you don't have to be the most perfect person in the world, the most talented person in the world, or educated person in the world. There's help out there. And in addition, there's money too.